Chapter 12. The wintry night was long and quiet, and McAdams was finally able to slip into the zone. Sitting at the desk in the Deckers' living room, he focused his eyes and mind on the intricacies of first year law. Outside, snowflakes were dancing under the porch light. Inside, it was a warm, even though the fire was almost out, just a hint of flame, a waft of pine wood, and the occasional crackle of splitting log. The fireplace, like the radiator, was mostly for atmosphere anyway. The real heat was coming from an updated forced air system. Rena and Peter was gone to sleep hours ago. They kept the house a tad on the chilly side, but he was comfortable with a sweater on his chest and some single malt scotch in his belly, courtesy of a rare bottle he packed before leaving Cambridge. In the wee hours of the morning, having ploughed through about a third of the material he left, felt good to call it quits. He was in the drifting off to sleep slate when he heard his cell ring. At first he thought it was dreaming, but then the nasty intrusion refused to quit. Groping around, he found his phone, ripped it from the charger, and managed to croak out a hello, which was unusually civil for him at this ungodly hour. The voice on the other end was female and frantic. Her speech was way too fast for her brain to process, even though he couldn't understand the words. He had a pretty good idea who was speaking. Madeline? Yes, of course. Have you been listening to me? It's 3 in the morning and you woke me up. You want to go a little slower? In a panicked voice, she said, My room has been ransacked. Can you? I get it. What do you mean ransacked? Do you want an OED definition? When the line went silent, she took a deep breath and said, Tyler, have to come down here. I'm on the verge of hysteria. He managed to suppress a sigh. First things first. Where are you? Not in my room. I just got the hell out of there. Haven't even called campus police yet. I just ran. Okay, he began to pull on warm clothes. I repeat, where are you? I'm at a 24-hour cafe about a block from the campus. You think I'm safe here? I'll gulp of air. Please come rescue me. She burst into tears. Just hang on and stay put. I'm dressing as we speak. He had on a sweatshirt, jeans, and socks and was lacing up his boots. I'll go wake up Detective Decker. We'll be right down. What's the name of the cafe? Insomnia. I know it. I'll be right there. Can you stay on the line with me, Tyler? I'm petrified, and the worst thing is I don't know who I should be scared of. I'll stay on the line. Just yell if you need me to talk. If I'm yelling, it's too late. Melon, I can't get ready holding the phone up to my car ear. I'm going to put the phone in my pants pocket, so that's why I said to yell. It's been about 5 minutes. Just hang, okay? He slipped his phone into his pocket and gently knocked on Decker's bedroom's door. He knew that the detective was a light sleeper, years of responding to emergency situations. A moment later, Peter opened the door a crack. His hair was a mess, but his eyes was alert. What's wrong? Malin Euler's withdrawal room was ransacked. She's at an all-night cafe. She's on my cell phone. She asked me to keep the line open until we get to the location. Okay, tell her we'll be right down. I heard that. Malin said from Tyler's back pocket. Good, Decker answered. McAdams took his index finger and made circles around his temple, then he shrugged. Decker shrugged back. Give me a minute. If you toss me your keys, I'll warm up the car. Or take Rena's car. It's in the driveway. Keys are in her purse. Got it. McAdams grabbed his winter jacket and braced himself for the cold night air. It wasn't as arctic as he thought. The high 20s, according to the car's external thermometer. By the time Decker arrived, the car was spitting out warm air and the windshield had been cleared of powdered snow. McAdams had already moved into the passenger seat. Decker shifted the car into drive, put it into the street, and took off slowly. It was cold enough to freeze, water under the snow, and that meant black ice. It was his second winter in upstate Greenberry, and he was almost used to driving in inclement weather, but it did require more concentration. Within 5 minutes, they had parked outside the cafe. Melon came out before they reached the door to the place. She was bundled in a pea-coloured quilt coat, her head covered by a hood rimmed with fake fur. Jeans covered her legs and boots on her feet. It's probably easier to walk from here. I'm assuming you want to see my dorm room. She stormed off. They were going at a very fast clip. Decker had on solid shoes, but it was still slippery underfoot. He said, Did you call campus police yet? I thought I'd leave that up to you. What time did you notice your room was disturbed? Decker asked. As soon as I came back, it was a little before 3. Where have you been? Library. It's open all night? Not Benetton. It closes at 11. Pascal is open all night because it has the computer lab. She was huffing and panting. It's a good place to work because it's only open to upper division and it's quiet. When did you leave your dorm room to go to the library? Around 10. Did you notice anything unusual when you left? No, no one who looked like he or she didn't belong. No, but I'm not always aware of my surroundings. And you were gone between 10 and 3, yes. But you can't narrow it down further than that. No, maybe someone's on the floor, saw or heard something. Maybe, but I didn't stick around to ask questions. She stopped by the door to her dorm building. Her breathing had quickened. Could have been the aerobic walk. More likely it was fear. She swiped a card, and the three of them went up the stairs. She, with a gloved hand, Decca opened the door to her room. The place was a mess, even by college dorm standard. Drawers pulled out, mattress lifted and shoved off her bed. Closets emptied with most of her clothes lying on the floor. Decca stuffed his gloved hands onto the coat pocket. Look around, see if anything of value was taken. I don't own anything valuable. I'm a starving student. The only valuable thing I have are my phone, my laptop, and my research papers. And since Eli died, I keep everything with me at all times. No jewelry, no loose cash, nothing. She sat down on the floor and huddled into the corner, still swathed in her outerwear. Her eyes moistened, but she didn't say anything. Decca continued to look around without touching anything. So what do you think the person was looking for? No idea. Take a guess. I can only surmise he was either looking for my research or for me, and both imply evil intent. You think it's a he? He, she, I don't know. Whoever it was, this wasn't methodical. Meaning, Decca shrugged. When I see a mess like this, I think that someone is looking for drug money. In a petty theft, the perpetrators don't usually commit crimes with people milling around. I don't think it was kids. So who then? Like you said, someone looking for something. You have, he paused. Don't get offended by it looks staged. Melon glared at me. You think I did it? She turned to Tyler. What about you? I came when you called, McAdam said. That doesn't mean that you believe me, Decca said. I didn't say you staged it, Melon. I said it looks staged. He took off his glove and hat. It was warm inside the room and quiet. Decca had never been in a dorm when it was almost silent. Could be someone who was trying to scare you. He turned to her. Who'd want to scare you? I don't know. Between Eli's death and this mess, the asshole is doing a good job. Decca glanced at his watch. Do you have a 24-hour emergency line for campus police? Slowly, Melon took her laptop out. Her hand was still gloved and was shaking. I'll look it up. She recited numbers. Can you call, please? Of course, but first I'd like to poke around your floor and see if someone heard or saw anything. It would be easier to do that before I could call campus police down. Tears streamed down her cheeks. Whatever you think. I don't know how much I'm going to get out of a bunch of college kids who probably just fell asleep. I suppose the good news is that most of them are probably in their room. I looked at him and I can probably do this by myself. You can go back to the house. I'm too wired. How can I help? If that's the case, you can scale the room to the left and I'll go right. Ask if they saw or heard anything going on in Melon's room. You're leaving me alone, Melon asked. Leave your door open. Nothing's going to happen. He picked up a corner of her mattress and slid it back into the bed frame. Lie down and try to rest, even if you can't sleep. He offered her hands to help her up from her corner. She stared upwards. Then she clasped his hands and he pulled her to her feet. She bent down and picked up the covers. I can't stay here. Decca said, we'll work that out later, but I need you to stay here right now. I'm sorry, Melon. This must be very frightening for you. More tears. It would help if I knew who the boogeyman was. She looked at him. Sorry for waking you up. No, you did the right thing, he said. It's not a problem. They walked out of the room. Decca took a survey of the hallway. Melon's room was smack in the middle, making it even a more unlikely candidate for a random break-in. There were 8 to 10 rooms on either side, and 20 rooms on the other side of the hall. The camp scene was compact and shouldn't take that long, he said. Did you bring a notepad, Tyler? I know, but I have my phone. Decca tore out several pages from his pad. He gave him a pencil. It's easier to write by hand than to type on a screen. That's more. Let's start inward and walk outward. Tyler dropped his voice. You think she's being straight? She seems genuinely shaken. Let's see what we can find. The first room was occupied by a young man who returned to his dorm room at around 1 after a beer fest with his buddy in Goddard Hall. He didn't see or hear anything. Going down one room to the left, he was occupied by a Again, no one's no see no here by the fourth room. The constant knocking was bringing people to their doors asking questions. Most of them were shocked by the ransacking as well as clueless. But Decker did hear a couple of reports that proved to be interesting. The only person I saw going out of Malon's room was Malon. Decker was talking to Kelly Liu. She was 21 with a short, clipped back hair and oval black eyes. She must have weighed around 80 pounds. She lived 5 doors down. When was this? Around midnight. You're sure about that time? No. It could have been later. I was coming back from a late study session. I saw her coming out of her room. Are you sure it was Malon? She paused. I think so. Did you see her face? Well, not really. I just assumed it was her because it was a woman. So you sure it was a woman? I think so. Did you talk to her? I don't remember. I think I said hi. We didn't have a conversation. She seemed like she was in a hurry. At midnight, she was walking fast. People are getting pretty wide right now. It's the week before finals. What was the woman wearing? She had on a jacket, jeans probably. I don't remember her shoes. What colour was the jacket? Dark, I suppose. I think it was a hoodie. You can talk to Jaden. He was with me. Where does he live? And Kelly pointed to a door. Decker nodded and handed her a card. Call if you think of anything else. He knocked on Jaden's door. The young man who answered was dark complex with a full dark beard and a turban. Jaden's last name was Kausa. He related the same story as Kelly Liu. But you're not positive it was Malon? No, I'm not. Was it definitely a woman? I would think if it was a man who was very slight. Malon's very slight. I assumed she was Malon, but I didn't see her directly. What was she wearing? A brown hoodie jacket. I thought that was odd, coming out of the room wearing the hood, a light jacket for weather. Kelly told me she appeared in a hurry. Yes, she was walking fast. Anything else? She shook her head no. Again, Decker gave the young man his card. After an hour of talking to the kids, he met up with McAdams and compared notes. Tyler also had heard a similar story of someone noticing Malon going on in and out of her room between 12 and 1 in the morning. He said, so what do you think? The people I spoke to were pretty sure it was a woman because of the slight build. Decker smoothed his moustache. Malon keeps insisting that she doesn't have anything of value except her research. I don't know why Malon would stage a break-in, so I'm thinking maybe someone was after her research. Maybe Malon staged it for attention. I don't know, Tyler. Her reactions seemed real. Decker turned to the kid. You still should leave to go back to Boston. I'm going to call campus police now. Go back to her room. I'll be there in a minute. What specifically do I tell her? Don't tell her anything just yet. When Decker had finished the call, he went back to Malon's room. How are you feeling? He asked her, a little numb. I called campus police. Someone should be here soon. Are you comfortable staying in your room by yourself? No. Okay, do you have a place to stay other than your dorm room? McAdams said. What do you think? A friend? Decker suggested. Do I seem like I have friends? The room was silent. Never mind, I'll figure something out. Decker said to Tyler, you can go home and get some rest. I'll wait for campus police. McAdams crooked a finger and the two men went outside. He whispered, I'm fine, Decker. You've got a job. I don't. Go home and tell Reno what's going on and switch cars with her. I'll wait with Malon. I'll even help her clean up. She's way more likely to talk to me than you. I'm sure you can, but I don't want you to be alone with her. People who aren't stable misinterpret everything. McAdams sighs. If you think the ransacking was legitimate, boss, I don't want to leave her alone. Decker thought for a moment. You go back to the house. I'll wait with her. Then what? Let me think. After a moment, Decker said, she can come crash at the station house until we can figure this out. We've got a bunk there. Beggars can't be choosers. You go back to the house and rest. Way too, Buzz. What can I do? You can study until it's time for you to leave, Decker. I don't need anything right now. Tyler, I'll just wait with her until campus police makes their report. That'll take some time. Then I'll come home for breakfast and try to hunt down Aldo Farrago. Why? If Malon is telling the truth, someone ransacked her room. Maybe someone was looking for the pages we found. Maybe someone was looking for the other research. Dr. Rosa hasn't been forthcoming. Katrina Belfort seems too busy. And Eli wasn't her student. Maybe I can get something out of Farrago. Let me call him up in the morning, McAdams said. One less thing on your plate. Yeah, fine, thanks. He fished out the keys to Rena's car. Take the Volvo back to the house. I can walk. What about Malon? She might be carrying a suitcase. You take the car. I'll walk back. I'm sure she'll pack a white wheelie thing. I'm old, but I bet I can handle it. Go home and get some rest. I'll call if I need. Get a hold of Farrago. Fine. I can see that you want to get involved. I hope it's not because of the lady. McAdams stared at him. What makes you say that? She's pretty. And how long has it been since you've had a date? Could I punch you without being put on an insubordinate charge. Just making you aware, Tyler. No need for that, old man. Believe me,